Okay. Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Daniloveely. And today, you guys, let me pull my hair to the front. Sorry. Because it'd be really messing me up when I be trying to move around. But today, you guys, I'm going to be talking about overthinking. We need to talk about this, okay? Because this is something that I started to notice that I was doing. It's something that I pretty much knew that I had a tendency to do, but it was just kind of like, whatever. I'm always overthinking, laughing about it, whatever, girl. But really, I started to notice that this was actually hindering my growth, like in a way too, as well. Because y'all, it was so bad to where I was overthinking. Like, say I would come up with an idea about something I wanted to do, anything that I wanted to do, because I'm a really creative person when it comes to like different ideas of things that I want to do or coming up with something and stuff like that. And at the same time, I would think about the idea that I wanted, whatever it was that I wanted to do, I would turn around within the same time frame and think of a million different ways of how this idea or anything that it was that I wanted to do could go wrong. And I would basically end up, y'all, overthinking my way into not doing it. Like, I would overthink so bad that I would just think my way out of even doing what it is that I wanted to do in the first place. So I would say 2 or 3 years ago, I made a conscious decision to just, whatever it was that I wanted to do, girl, just do it. Just do it. Like, you young. Like, I feel like it'll be worse if I never tried it or I never did it. Because then you never know. You never know what could happen. Like my mom said, you'd rather just try it. It was a saying that she said. It was like, it's better to do it and, I don't know, see, like, know, or to not do it and never know. It was some way that she put it. I'll ask her about it, how the saying goes again, you guys, and then I'll put it down in the comment section. But yeah, basically, I just made a decision that was like, whatever it is that you want to do, and this is for all my overthinkers who are watching this, if this video resonates with you as well. Y'all, if it's something you're thinking about doing, it's something that you want to do, you have an idea about something, just freaking do it. We only have one life. Whether you believe in multiple lives, the past life, things like that, this is the only life. I feel like this is the only life, this one right here that we're living. This is the only one that we know about. This is the only one that we know about. We whether we pass, sorry, you guys. Be patient with me because I can tend to talk fast and just kind of be all over the place, because as I'm thinking of the things I want to say, you guys, and I'll go on these little rants like this, I'm just going to shoot it out, okay? I'm just going to say it. But this is the only life that we know about right now while we're in this moment, while we're living this life. We don't really know for sure about any other past lives that we have about. I'm pretty sure when we pass away, we're not even going to remember this life. Because if you're being told that you have past lives and you've been here before, like me, yeah, okay, but I don't remember them. So, like I said, I'm pretty sure when we pass away in this lifetime, we're not going to remember this life. If it's something that you're thinking about, if it's anything that you want to do, just do it. It doesn't matter if you fail at it. And even if you fail at it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times, 10 times, whatever, it does not matter. If it's something that you're really passionate about and it's something that you really want to do, y'all, do it. Because the only way that you're going to learn to get better at something is through trial and error. It's through practice. Practice makes perfect. Repetition is key. I actually learn things. The best way I learn things is through repetition and being hands-on with it. I can read a million books or whatever about a million things, whatever it is that I want to do, but until I actually start that hands-on process and keep working with it and doing it and trial and error, that's the way I actually began to, get it. So, like I said, if whatever it is that you want to do, you guys, just do it. Just stop overthinking. If you're overthinking, and this is still something, I don't want to say it like, I don't still overthink now. Like, I just completely have it down pat. This is still something that I am working on. But the first step is to acknowledge it. So acknowledge that this is something that you're doing. And just as soon as you feel yourself doing it, just boom, put a stop to it. Like, bye-bye. Put them negative thoughts, go ahead, take them, throw them to the back. You don't need those negative thoughts. Because, like I said, you can do it. You can do it. The only way to learn how to get better at something, or know if it's something that you actually want to do, or whatever it is, just try it. Try everything, anything that you're passionate about, anything you have an idea about, just do it. Don't overthink it, because like I said, you will overthink your way out of doing what it is that you want to do, and everything is not going to be perfect. And that's also something too that I have a problem with. I feel like with my overthinking and me wanting things that I may put out, or something it is that I want to pursue, I feel like it has to be like, I don't want to necessarily say perfect, but kind of like in a way perfect, like in that, as good as it's gonna get in that moment, like boom, 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 boom. Like I would say, for this, for example, like when I started my YouTube channel, I could have started off with just my iPhone, you know, and just started my channel and recording off of my iPhone. But I was like, no, I want to have my camera, you know, I want to have my vlogging camera. I want to have the vlogging accessories that come with the camera. I want to have my mic. I want to have all my tripods that I need. I want to have my MacBook, because that's where I'm going to edit my videos from and things like that, which is not necessarily anything wrong with that if you're wanting to be like prepared, because I'm a person who wants to be prepared as much as I can be going into a situation. But at the same time too, it can also delay something that you're wanting to do, because then you're gonna keep on being like, well, no, I can't do it because I need this. Oh no, I can't do it because I need to do this, this, and this. When really you can go ahead and start with what you have right now. You know, you don't have to keep putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, and just coming up with all of these different excuses. You can start and begin with what you have right now. It doesn't necessarily have to be like super perfect. Now, I'm not just saying just be throwing stuff out there now, because yeah, I don't want to just be throwing stuff out there, especially if it comes to business. Like, there's actually 2 businesses that I've been working on for a couple of years now. And it's just because I wanted to be, when I do finally release it and put it out there, I want it to be like, girl, like, this is good. Like, it's good. It's a representation of me. So I want it to be good. So I get it when it comes to stuff like business and stuff like that. Yeah, you don't want to just be throwing stuff out there. But also, too, with the overthinking, this is another thing. I tend to be a person as well that I am really hard on myself. Like, you guys, we are our biggest critiquers. Like, we will sit up here, and it can be anything. Like, say if I do a photo shoot, and say if my husband sees it or something like that, or like a family member, and they're like, oh girl, you did that, like, that's nice, boom, boom. And I look at the picture, I'm like, yeah, that looks good. And it automatically, like, we'll look at it and start finding things that's wrong with it as well too. Well, maybe I could have leaned a little bit to the side, or, you know, I should have did this right here. I should have, like, y'all, look, stop it. You're always gonna find something wrong. You're always gonna find an excuse on why you can't start something or why you can't do something. No, that's a part of the overthinking. And along with that overthinking, I also feel like it's a form of self-sabotage in a way. I really do. And the reason I say that is because, like I said, you overthink it so much, you find out you overthink your way out of not doing something. You start clouding your mind and fogging up your brain with all these different, like, horrible scenarios of how something could go wrong in your plans, and then you end up being like, you know what, yeah, I'm just not even gonna bother with it. Or you're not working on that craft as much as you can. You're spending more time doing other things rather than working and perfecting your craft like you really could be doing. So it's just like, I just want you guys to just calm down, center yourself, relax, meditate, just lead with, I can do this. You get what I'm saying? Like, you're worthy. You can do this. You're smart. You have the potential to do whatever it is that you want to do. Like, you don't have to sit up there and overthink anything, because like I said, nothing is perfect. That's also something that we need to remember as well. Because I will also say too, a lot of people, when they look at successful people, we don't actually realize how much work it took for this multi-millionaire, billionaire. We don't realize how much work it actually took for them to get to that point. Because guess what? All we're seeing is basically the finished product. We're just seeing the finished product. You actually don't even realize how much work went into this until these people maybe decide to come out with a documentary. And then you like, dang, you watch the documentary and you see all these different trials and tribulations that they went through. And a lot of them, you know, the average person, some things they would have went through would have probably given up by then. You know, like, you know, no, it's just not going to happen, you know. But no, these people push through, they push for it, and they make it work. I think the person that created McDonald's, even though there's some stories out there about him stealing that idea, but I don't know about that. But I think the person that created McDonald's, and he's not the only one, I think it's also the creator of Wendy's as well too. These people failed like multiple times before the business actually became successful. It failed multiple times. And if you're a person who's overthinking a lot because you're worried about what your friends or family may think about you if you fail, now that's one thing I don't have to worry about. Like, I would say I'm a person that overthinks a lot because like I said, I'm really hard on myself. Like, I just expect a lot out of myself. I want to try to be the best version of myself that I can be, but sometimes I push a little too hard to where, like I said, I can be a little too hard on myself. And I honestly didn't even really notice it until like my husband's like, Danielle, like, yeah, you need to, it's okay, like, calm down. But if you are a person who tends to overthink because you are not necessarily worried about, you know, failing and what you'll probably think of yourself, or just expecting more out of yourself. If you're overthinking because you're worried about what your friends or family may think if you fail, y'all, if y'all don't let that go, I'm here to tell you right now, do not. And that's you know, this is going to be a video for another day, but I'm gonna just say this real quick right now. Stop caring what other people think about you. Forget about what these people think about you. Forget about it. Who cares? And really start looking at these people, and are these people really important enough to you, or are they in a position in their lives that is just like, this is really people you really want to be taking advice from? And if they are, and if they really care about you and love you, they won't necessarily be critiquing you in a way coming off so judgmental to where it's just kind of like, ugh, like, it'll come from a place of love. Like, you'll know the difference. You will feel it. But like I said, either way it goes, don't care about what people think about you. Don't worry about what other people are going to think. If you try at something, you try at a business, or you try at like pursuing your hobbies, whether that's rapping, modeling, acting. Sorry guys, I'm gonna turn this air up because my camera's like getting hot, so you might hear the air, okay? But whether that's modeling, let me turn it down a little bit. You getting a little too loud now. You louder than me. Calm down, air. But whether that's acting, modeling, rapping, art, whatever it is that you want to pursue, I don't know, maybe becoming a doctor, going to college, whatever. Don't not pursue something or overthink doing something because you're worried about what others are going to think about you. Who cares? Everybody out here is trying to do their best, living their own individual lives. And honestly, these people, a lot of people are selfish. Like, we too wrapped up in our own minds, in our own worlds, and what it is that we are trying to do, to really be focusing on and caring about what it is that other people are doing. Like, if somebody is living rent-free in your head, like, all day, every day, that's a problem. Like, that's a problem. Nobody is really keeping tabs on you like that. Only when you're, like, posting to social media, posting your life. But, like I said, a lot of people aren't even paying attention like that because they're wrapped up in their own lives. So, I said all that to say, like I said, if you overthinking, just acknowledge it as soon as you know when you overthinking. You know it. You know, and you can feel it when you start thinking about something that it is that you want to do, and you instantly start thinking about, oh, I need to do this, and this. I'm not saying don't set up a plan. I'm not saying don't create a plan, because you need a plan. Do things with intentions, okay? But don't turn around and you setting up your plan and how you're going to do this and laying it out, and then you turn right back around and be like, oh, but what if this happened? Or what if that happens? Oh, but what if this deal falls through? Or what if this person doesn't think that this is a good idea? Or what if I post it? What if people don't like it? No, stop with the what ifs. Handle it when you get there. When it happens, when it happens, deal with it when it happens, okay? And then I also feel like as well to you guys, people tend to overthink, especially when it comes to a specific vision that they may have for themselves or their lives or idea, whatever it is, because they look at people who are successful and they think it's this big, like, I don't know, like this big, like, it factor, wow factor, whatever it is. Like, they really feel like they're so, like, different than regular people, like these different celebrities and, like I said, millionaires and billionaires and things like that. Y'all, these people are like regular, average, everyday people. I mean, not, of course, not as far as their bank account is concerned, but what I'm saying is, if they can do it, you guys can do it too. If they can come up with an idea and see it through and make it happen, you can do it too. Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. If you want to be a singer or whatever it is, Beyonce, whatever it is that you want to do, you can do it. The only difference is these people had a specific vision for their life. They had a specific craft, I don't know, a hobby, whatever it is, and they worked on it. They worked on it. What do they say? Rome wasn't built in a day. Y'all, again, the only difference between these people becoming successful and you becoming successful is that these people continuously worked on their craft. They spent hours and hours and hours and hours and days coming up with different ways and methods to get this thing to come to life. Like I said, a lot of times when we come up with a specific idea or whatever it is that we want to do, we begin to overthink it, and instead of quieting the noise and toning that out, we start listening to that inner voice in our head that's basically telling us, you can't do this. No, you can do it. You can do it, but you have to put in the work. You have to put in the time. When they say consistency is key, y'all, it's key. It's key. So again, if you're watching this video and you're an overthinker, again, this is still something that I am still working on, but the first step is you have to acknowledge it. Learn to redirect your focus. Quiet that noise out. You can do it, and be consistent in what it is that you want to do. Now, if you begin doing this and you decide, I'm not really interested in this, it's not something I really want to do, that's fine. You can also change your mind too. Whatever it is that you want to do, again, I go back to say this, do it. Try it. Try everything. Just be consistent with it. And if it is something that you like, be consistent with it. Because a lot of times too, if we don't start to see immediate results, we automatically quit it. It's not going to happen overnight, you guys. It's not going to happen overnight. So do the thing. Do whatever it is that you want to do. Do that thing, okay? Make it happen. Make it happen, y'all. Like, y'all can do this, okay? Stop the overthinking. Overthinking literally is not going to get you anywhere. It's not going to help you in any way, shape, or form. All it's going to do, like I said, is hinder your growth. So why overthink? The moment that I decided I was going to stop overthinking as much as I did, I do still tend to overthink a little bit. But the moment I decided to stop overthinking so much to where I was literally overthinking my way out of doing whatever it was that I wanted to do and just did it and went for it, that's when I started to see some results. I mean, they're not like huge results, but they're like little results to get to a big reward. Like they say, anything that's worth having, you guys, it's gonna take some work. It's gonna be a lot of work. And honestly, a lot of us don't want to do the hard work. That's just what it comes down to. It takes a lot of hard work. It's a lot of bumps, bruises, and scrapes that it's going to take to get there. If it was so easy, everybody would be doing it. Oh my gosh, I know we hear this all the time, but it is true. If it was so freaking easy, you guys, I mean, honestly, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be a millionaire. Everybody would be a billionaire. Like, if it was that easy, everybody would literally be doing it. And like I said, they don't have to be huge results in the beginning, but it's gonna be further than what you were. Like, you're gonna be further than you were when you first started. This was like 2 or 3 years ago. I decided then, I was like, I'm just gonna stop overthinking so much to the fact that I'm just deciding not to do these things and just do it. Just do it. Just do it. Because if you go looking for it, if you go looking for an answer, if you want more out of your life, or if you want to be in a better position than you are in this moment, if you go searching for these things, searching for, you know, different ways to get you in a better position or whatever it is you're trying to do, you'll find the answer. You'll find the answer. A couple of years ago, I didn't have a management company sending me auditions to do things. Even if I don't get the role, just getting an audition is still good. Like, just for somebody looking at me and looking at myself and even considering me is still good. So, like I said, and that just came into play with when I decided a couple years ago, just I'm looking for these things. Like, I want to get into modeling. Like, and then they kind of group you with, like, whether you want to do acting or modeling, they kind of group you to get you to kind of do both. They're both pretty fun to me. But again, when I started looking for this stuff, looking for agencies and all that, look, y'all, if you go looking for an answer, you'll find it eventually. So I'm just gonna close this out to say, believe in yourselves, you guys. Stop overthinking so much and just do whatever it is that you want to do. Okay? Bye, you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys on Monday, of course.